Switzerland, today it's famous for chocolate, watches, and importantly, staying out of everyone's war. But believe it or not, this peaceful mountain filled country wasn't always neutral. In fact, Switzerland learned neutrality in a hard way. Through a war so disastrous, they basically said, yeah, never again. So let's talk about the war that made Switzerland neutral. In the early 1500s, Switzerland wasn't a one country. It was a group of small states called the Swiss Confederation, famous for one thing, their soldiers. Swiss mercenaries were Europe's go-to fighters. They fought for France, the Pope, even the Holy Roman Empire, pretty much anyone with the gold. But this reputation of being amazing soldiers gave the Swiss bit too much confidence. And in the 1515, the Swiss decided to invade the northern Italy, especially a place called Milan. Till now, they had beaten everyone, Austria, Burgundy, even the Pope enemies. But this time, they picked a wrong fight. Their opponent, France, led by the young and ambitious King Francis I. He brought not only a massive army but also the cannons. The Swiss had pikes and the bravery, and France had the gunpowder and the strategy. And you can probably guess how that went. The Battle of Marignano took place in September 1515 near Milan. The Swiss fought bravely, charging head into French artillery like it was still the 1400s. For the 2 days they fought against overwhelming odds, but eventually they were crushed. Thousands of Swiss soldiers died. It was a national wake-up call. The Swiss realized they weren't invincible, and maybe fighting everyone all the time wasn't such a great plan. After Marignano, Switzerland basically said, you know what, we are done. They signed a peace treaty with France, stopped expanding, and decided to stay out of foreign wars. Over the time, this evolved into an official neutrality, which became a key part of Swiss identity. Instead of conquering Europe, the Swiss focused on the banking, diplomacy, and cheese. And for the next 500 years, through the Napoleonic War, World Wars, and everything in between, Switzerland stuck to that promise. So next time you think Switzerland as a quiet, neutral country in the Alps, remember it's not because they were born peaceful. It's because one day in 1515, they learned the fighting France with pikes against the cannon was not the best idea. And that's the story of the war that made Switzerland neutral. If you find this video interesting, make sure to like, share and subscribe. We'll meet in another video. Till then, peace.